This will be our 6th year for our event, Coaches Powering Forward for Autism. It was a collaboration with my good friend and former assistant coach, Pat Scarry, who is currently the head coach at Towson University. We both have a child who is on the autism spectrum. My son Robert, his son Owen. It started at a grassroots level in terms of figuring out a way to use our platform as coaches to help gain awareness, and obviously it's taken off unbelievable momentum and great support in the coaching fraternity and across the country.
First got involved with the team back when Brandon was in 9th grade, when Coach Antigua received the opportunity to be the head coach at USF. He immediately called my wife and I and told us to look at the programs that USF has on campus.
Orlando Antigua, the former head coach here, reached out to me because he had played with Brandon's dad, Jason Matthews, at University of Pittsburgh. They were teammates. He connected Jason and I, and then he's at almost every day of practice. He's there and helping us in a lot of different ways. He's a guy that brings unbelievable spirit to our program. Our players and our staff have embraced him and his challenges.
Well, Robert was diagnosed when he was 2 years old, and at that time, autism was affecting 1 in 86 individuals. And now here we are with Robert just turning to 13, and it's now 1 in 59 individuals that are affected.
He's so full of energy. He lives and dies with every dribble and every shot that our players take and make, and wins and losses. He understands that because he's gotten really close to our staff and our players, and it's great. You know, I'm so thrilled that he's able to touch our guys and be around our guys as role models for him, and he's so proud of them, and his enthusiasm for our program, for our players, I think it speaks for itself.
As a parent, you just want your child to be included and for their gifts to be recognized. Coach Herring understands the wonderful gifts that these kids and adults that are touched by autism actually have. So for that, you know, we're all thankful that Coach Herring is really taking the lead.
The number one thing for someone thinking maybe their child, something is different or unique, is early intervention. I know when Robert was first diagnosed, initially it was very disconcerting and not something you really wanted to hear, to be honest. But then once you know what that diagnosis is, there's just so much more information and resources and help out there.
We were very fortunate to have one of the best autism doctors in the world, Dr. Scott Faber. The very first appointment with Brandon, he told us to calm down, that Brandon would be fine. He said, Brandon's going to play sports, Brandon's going to go to school, Brandon's going to have friends, Brandon's going to go to the prom. He's like, just relax and remember that they're kids that grow up one day.
One of the best things about having both those young men part of our program is just a daily awareness. And at the same time, our guys also understand how fortunate they are. And it's tough to have a bad day from our perspective when they never have a bad day.
You know, the guys are like bigger brothers to him, a group of big brothers. They're really a great group of guys. I know he really enjoys being around them, and I think they enjoy being around Robert as well.
Pat and I started this, and it was really a two-man show, and now we've gained support from some different organizations. Autism Speaks has been a key component in helping us develop and grow our brand. And can't thank the coaches of all levels, high school, college, junior college, men, women, who have gotten on board in terms of supporting this.
400 head coaches this year wearing the pins. You'll also see it on some broadcasters. You'll see it maybe on officials all across the country. It's grown tremendously, and again, for us it started because of Robert and Owen, but it's really about the whole autism community.
This cause and autism awareness hits home. Our secretary, Barbara Rife, her grandkids have autism. I'm glad that we were able to, both basketball programs unite to support autism awareness.
To know that Brandon has a coach that completely understands what autism is all about and the tremendous capabilities that individuals that have been touched by autism have, it's very comforting.
Our guys and our staff rally around this effort. Unbelievable testament to the type of kids that we have in the program and other people working around it. You know, I mean, we spend so much time as coaches with other people's children, and then when you have your own child, it's rewarding to know how much people really care about Robert, and in particular, how it impacts autism, impacts us directly.
I just want to say that I like the basketball team a lot, and that I love my mom and daddy.
I'm glad I'm in that list.